Lately on this channel, we have talked a lot about battery-powered speakers, mentioning the Mackie Thump Go series and the ska stuff. We often go down the rabbit hole of trying to find the best way to run a speaker wireless as well. We've tried just about everything on the market, including expensive lavalier packs, the little dongles. We've tried it all. Today, I've got something that I hope is going to change the way we all think about wireless audio for our private events. JTS sent me their SPT1 wireless audio system to test out. And after putting this thing through the paces in the studio, I gotta tell you, I think the search is over for running speakers wirelessly. You guys know I've been DJing for 40 years now, and I've seen a ton of wireless systems of all types come and go. Most of them fall into two categories: either super expensive and work great and we can't afford them, or they're cheap and they work terrible. The JTS SPT1 sits right in that sweet spot. It's affordable but delivers professional grade performance that you can actually trust and rely on. So what exactly is the SPT1? It's a UHF wireless audio transmission system that lets you send full band stereo audio from your mixer to powered speakers without running a single cable. The system comes with one transmitter, that's the SPT1T, and then the receiver, the SPT1R. But here's where it gets interesting. This thing is completely scalable. I've heard of production companies running up to 16 receivers off a single transmitter with flawless results. Let's talk about the build quality first. The transmitter is built like a tank. Heavy duty construction, rack mountable, screams professional. It's got dual half-wave antenna, not the little 1/4 inch, which means serious transmission power. The receivers are equally well built with that same professional feel. They're not lightweight plastic toys. These are metal. These are tools you can depend on gig after gig. Now let's talk about the features that matter to us as mobile DJs. First, this is a true UHF system, which is exactly what you want for your wireless audio. UHF gives you that reliable, interference-free signal that VHF can't match. The system operates on over 1,400 available channels, so finding a clean spectrum is never an issue. The transmitter has got some really smart features. You've got individual volume controls for channels 1 and 2, a super bright LCD display that shows your signal levels, and here's something else that's cool. There's an RF switch on the front. Now, why would you want that? Well, if you've ever powered down wireless gear and heard that nasty pop through your speakers, you know exactly why. So what you do here is you turn off the RF first, then you power down. No more pops, no more heart attacks thinking you just blew out your speakers. But the coolest feature has to be the remote set function right there on the front. Most wireless systems, if you need to make changes mid-event, you gotta walk over to each receiver and adjust the settings manually. With SPT1, you can make all of your adjustments right at the transmitter, hit that button, and it sends all those changes digitally to your receivers using 2.4 gigahertz technology. I don't know of any other brand doing it quite like that, or at least I've not found it. The receivers are just as smart. They've got bright orange LCD displays. They come with XLR breakout cables. They got Velcro strips that you can mount to the back of your speakers. They even threw in a little rain case for outdoor events. The half-wave antennas are serious business, a big difference from those flimsy little things that lavalier packs have. Now let's talk about range. Reports from reviewers that I watched had them reaching anywhere from the low end of 400 feet to a high end of 700 feet. For the events we do, that is more than enough range to cover any venue, any ballroom that you're going to encounter. But let's not just talk about it. Let's go outside and show this thing in action. All right, gang, so we've walked outside the office now. Here's what we got. eVerse 8. We did find a cable that would power the receiver, so that's good news. We've got the proprietary XLR cable going into channel 1. We've got our half-wave antennas. We've got our eVerse 8 powered up, receiver powered up. We matched the group and channel to the group and channel on the transmitter. Then we got our Denon Prime Go Plus. We just ran a 1/4 inch cable out of the back of that into the transmitter, out of the booth out. We're just gonna cue up a song. So hopefully what we're gonna do is let me take the Osmo, I'm gonna flip it around on myself. I'm gonna just walk with this beside me like we did back in the day when everybody would walk around with a boom box, and spin around with me, Saquon. Now, you guys can see in the background, we have never tested, to my knowledge, Saquon, a wireless product that made it to that green dumpster. Now, where that dude is putting a box on top of his car, then we measured that was about 150 feet.
Like that,
and that's about the furthest we've ever gotten. So the first goal is to get to the green dumpster, and then if I make it there, I'm gonna literally I'm gonna go around to the other side of the building, Saquon. So your only job is to make sure that the track is playing, and then I'm just gonna take the camera and keep on filming myself. What I might do is, if I get to the dumpster, I'm gonna go out to the street, walk all the way down, and then come back in the other side of this, of this parking lot, which ain't nobody going farther than that. We ready?
I'm gonna flip it.
Let's do it. All right, let it rip, my man. All right, but here we go. You see Saquon back there in the background. Beautiful spring day. Still going. Bass kick in. Still going, still going. Now, right around here is where we usually would have the dropouts. We're gonna say this is probably 150 feet from where we started. Literally full signal. We are officially at the green dumpster. All right, green dumpster right there. So now what we're gonna do, the people in the neighborhood are really gonna think I'm an asshole. Wait a minute. Did I hear a little dropout? No, I think he was messing with the track, or actually that was a track. No? We might have lost it right here around the dumpster. All right, so full transparency, right around just past the dumpster, you can probably hear it. We started cutting out. I'm gonna kind of leave it in the background so you can see how far it is. Solid connection here. Little drop here and there. I mean, we're aiming for no drops though. All right, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna try and go the other way now. We never really go this way. So there's Saquon. Hold on. There he is. We're back right where we started. All right, let's walk the other way. Good so far, good so far. I get run over by the FedEx guy. Now we're far. Seems to be even more distance on this side. Oh, hold on. I think I just heard it cut out. This is about where, yeah, that's the most range. We'll spin the camera around. Spin the camera around. If you look down there, you can see my van. That's where Saquon is. That's where we started cutting out. But still, that's further than we've ever gotten with a wireless signal, to be honest with you guys. I was hoping to go all the way around the building, but I just don't think we got the range for it. But probably 250 feet. I don't know. Maybe more. I might measure it. All right, before we wrap this up, I want to see about how far I got. I just hit the measure app on the iPhone. Going to take a walk to the green dumpster real quick and tell you truly how far it is. Still going. I don't know if this is going to work. I've never tried it before, but I felt like in the interest of doing an honest look at this thing. All right, green dumpster. Can you see that? 187 feet. Well, truth be told, I'd hoped for like 400, 600. I'd hoped to go all the way around the building, honestly, with the speaker playing. But I can't think of a scenario where I need to go more than 185 feet from the DJ booth. Okay, so this video was done, ready to be put to bed, and I messaged the guys over at KPO that kind of brokered this deal for me and sent me the piece and kind of hyped it up. And I was like, man, I mean, it works good, but with these big antennas and everything, I thought it was gonna be, you know, immaculate. Like it was gonna go crazy. And they were like, well, did you actually spend the time to change the channel? And I was like, nope, I didn't. So whatever it was on, 1.1 or whatever from the factory, I just turned it on and it worked and so on. But as you know, from anything I've ever taught y'all, you gotta scan for clean channels. Now this isn't really a scan for a clean channel thing, but what I did was just picked another couple of channels, and I didn't have Saquon and I didn't have all this and didn't do this and didn't set the whole rig up. But basically I got much closer to 300 feet, almost double, going to the dumpster and then making a right out to the basically corner of where the office building sits. So to be fair, I don't think I gave it a fair trial in that first test, and that's kind of what made me go back out there after he made me feel stupid. So highly recommend this unit. It is expensive, but I think if you're trying to get distance out of these and you're tired of running XLR and you're tired of the lavalier packs that are crapping out on you or the little dongles that don't seem to have the range, then this is probably going to be your most, I don't want to call it bulletproof, but almost bulletproof option. Again, try a different channel if you're not getting the range. Don't be like me. Last thing we're gonna test before we wrap this video up is gonna start one more song. Saquon's gonna stay out here. I'm gonna walk through the office and piss off the co-workers in the building one last time before we wrap the video up and go back to the studio. Let her rip, my man. That's good. All right, inside the office, through the storage closet. So we're trying to test, you know, through walls kind of scenario. Good Lord, we made a mess in here today filming all day. Set it down for a second. This is the back door that goes out like to the bathroom. Still playing. Still playing. Coming through here, all the way down the hallway. Still playing. Still playing. I mean, now we're all the way at the front of the office back again. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Appreciate it. So still playing all the way through those walls. And now, back outside. 0 drops. And then here, we're back where we started with Saquon. So honestly, to me, guys, that's even more impressive because, you know, this is more of an accurate scenario. We usually do a booth that would be inside, and then let's just say ballroom B is where cocktails are, or maybe we do the booth inside and, you know, cocktails are outside and we want to run a speaker. So the fact that it just worked through all those walls, I went all the way around Saquon and back outside, is almost more impressive to me than all the way to the dumpster, is that it worked through all these walls. So anyway, back in the studio to wrap this video up. I want to give you guys some final thoughts. Stick around. Here we go. I gotta be honest, I'm blown away. So where does this system really shine for mobile DJs? Let me give you some real world scenarios. Wedding ceremonies where you can't run cables across walkways. Corporate events in historic venues where they won't allow you to tape cables to their floors. Outdoor events where cable runs would be a nightmare. Pool parties where you need speakers on the other side of the water. Long ballrooms where you're set up at one end with your full DJ system but want grandma sitting at table 30 to still hear the toasts on your E-verse 8s at the back of the room. Any situation where you need audio somewhere but running cables is either impossible or a massive pain. And coupled with all of the incredible battery powered speakers that are out now, this is going to be such a time saver and a gaff tape saver. The time savings alone make this system totally worth it. Instead of spending 20 or 30 minutes running and securing a 200-foot cable run, you slap a receiver on your speaker and you're done. Setup is faster, breakdown is faster, and you look more professional doing it. Now, of course, we always talk about money. The SPT1 system with 1 transmitter and 2 receivers runs around $1,200 to $1,500. Additional receivers are about $200 each. Now, when you compare that to other professional wireless audio systems that can run $2,000 plus, I think it's a steal. For what most of us charge for a single wedding, you can own a system that will make your life so much easier at every gig. Another thing to note, there is no auto scan feature on this particular system, but honestly, with how powerful and clean the transmission is, I haven't had any interference issues that would make auto scan absolutely necessary. Basically, you use the manual channel selection and it works fine. If you're a mobile DJ doing private events, especially if you're doing larger venues, outdoor events, or high-end clients who don't want to see a bunch of cables running everywhere, the JTS SPT1 definitely needs to be in your gear arsenal. It's professional, reliable, you saw it, it's affordable, and it's going to save you time and headaches on every single gig. I'm going to put the links to where you can pick this up in the description below. JTS, to me, knocked this thing out of the park with this system. It's one of those pieces of gear that once you start using it, you're gonna wonder how you ever lived without it. That's it for today's gear review. If this helped you out at all, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.